Hello everybody, this is Lilla in Hawaii. I pulled out some envelopes I had made a while back, and I thought, I'd like to make some more of those. In fact, I had a class where I taught these, so this was one. And the object of it was to collage it with paper and lace and ribbon, and then do funky writing around the edge. And I showed people how I did funky writing. Here's another one. And this one I used a felt tip pen, gold, so it doesn't show as much. I really used to like to use a white pen to go around the edge and do the funky writing, but I haven't been able to find one that works on this color paper. Now, I have a question for you. Does anyone know a source for these envelopes? They're clasp envelopes, and they measure 5 across by 11.5. I bought these at a rubber stamp place years ago, the blanks I mean, and I bought everything they had, and I've used them all, and I've looked and looked online and have not been able to find anywhere. And I do love making these, and they're great for packaging. If I'm sending something, I'll put it inside instead of gift wrapping it, and there you go. So because I couldn't find this size, I decided to try and make one from just a regular envelope. And what I did was I closed it on the back, and then I cut this flap shape. But of course the flap had to be, the way I did it anyway, it had to be on the front, because if I put it on the back it didn't work out. So, but it looks pretty good. I dyed it with coffee, so that's another one. And I'll show you a couple more different style altogether. Just remove these. But anyway, if anyone can help me with the size and where to find those, I think these would be categorized as manila envelopes, but sometimes they're brown. I have used brown in the past. So these were envelopes done a different way from one of my classes as well. And this was using what I called a water transfer. So I painted the envelope. I had the same paint for each of them, and the paint I used was just acrylic paint, watered down, and I used 3 colors, red, green, and a sort of a browny yellow. And then I did the water transfer on these. And then, of course, it's collaged after that. And that's how the back looks. As you can probably see, I did stroke on, I should say, a little bit of gold. And this one, let's see, is that correct? Yeah. This one's the same sort of thing. This has a lot more going on because it's got some stickers on it. And one of those, don't know what they are, dealies. But here you can see how the white looks really good. But I haven't been able to find a marker that works like that either, so that's another question. If anyone could tell me where to get those. I live in Hawaii, and we have minimal resources. We have Walmart. That's kind of about it. So I have to mail order them. So that's how the back of that one looks. And then I had these darker brown envelopes. I had a few of these, and these were, I like this style as well. I think you call them string ties or something like that. String closure, I think, maybe. And this was done the same way. Pretty much the same way. I decoupaged something on there, and then I did write the funky writing around here. And because I didn't have a white, I used just a dark black. Anyway, I like that. And the way you do the writing, I've got a little description of how to do it on my blog, but the way you do it is you face the writing in toward the center, and then on the bottom you can either face it into the center or that way. And on this side I did something different, but anyway, I usually go around the 4 sides. Maybe you can see on this one a bit better, although it's dark. I go around the 4 sides with the writing following the circumference. That makes sense. And it's just funky writing. It doesn't make any sense. And then I write it as I'm going. And so that causes me to, cross a T occasionally, or make a Y, that shows up. But the rest of it's basically sort of scribble. So, anyway, if you can help me out with those, I'd love that. So here are some more. I have loads that I've done, different styles, but I thought I would just keep them rather simple today. This one's one of my favorites. This lady is cut out, and she has, as I said, layers of old lace and netting there, and then some ribbon sort of just draped around her wrist, just for a belt, because she's supposed to be a flapper. And the same at the top, like that. So these were very popular in my classes. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.